we had a little feeling of spring in the air yesterday with temperatures in the 50s, so even though we're going to be turning colder for the next couple of days, we know that spring is not too far away.
And that means something else. There's going to be some upcoming change in seasons. We'll soon be turning our attention from snow to thunderstorms and possibly severe weather.
That's right. At Storm Team 8, of course, we're always watching the weather, and today we're going to introduce you to two men who can help you learn what to watch for when the weather threatens.
To talk about the upcoming Skywarn spotter training, we have Brian Tarani with the Kent County Skywarn and Jack Stewart, the emergency coordinator from Kent County. Have some really important jobs here because I tell you, when it stops everything when there's severe weather, we don't want to go places, we don't want to leave our homes, and it's made easier with what you're talking about today.
You know, it's sinking in, and that was really evident in the blizzard we had just a couple weeks ago. You know, I had to be on the road, and Brian and his people had to be on the road to give assessments, but it was really amazing when I'm going down 96 and I traverse the county. There's only 5 cars other than me on the road, so people are getting the message. Stay home in severe weather. Realize the dangers behind being out in severe weather. And spring weather and summer weather is definitely hazardous as well in severe weather conditions.
You know, it's interesting, Brian, because as we watch the severe thunderstorms especially develop, it's not like really a blizzard situation where a whole area is impacted. We may all have conditions that are favorable for severe weather to develop, but it actually develops in spotty, localized areas, and that's where the training that you're doing can come in can be so valuable to training the public of what to look for.
It is. It's a time when storms are popping up all over. We've got people located throughout the county that give you the first-hand, frontline assessment in real life what's going on out there. Radar can do a lot, but what's going on right out on the front of your house is really important.
Yeah, spotters are really important to have. Jack, you were telling us that this help that you get actually is a savings to the county.
Oh, absolutely. In severe weather, we'll have as many as 60 to 80 severe weather spotters, and most of them are on the amateur radio network, so we get the information instantly. And when we look at all the work our amateur radio people do with search and rescue and the storm spotting and the training, I estimate about $1 million of savings to the taxpayers in Kent County.
That is really incredible. Plus to cover those miles and miles and miles that may otherwise have a void in being able to put out those early warnings for people to let them know they may be in danger.
Right. And, you know, Terry, I'm sorry to interrupt, but they use their own vehicles. They use their own gas. They buy their own equipment. They're just an absolute blessing to the county.
They're completely volunteers. So Brian, tell us about the training that's going to happen specifically next Thursday in Kent County.
Next Thursday at Granville Middle School at 3535 Wilson Southwest at 7 o'clock sharp in the evening, the training will start. It goes for about 2.5 hours. Show up early because there will be a line. There is a check-in process. There's also a registration process beforehand. People that show up will get first-hand information on how to spot a storm, how to identify severe weather features, how to report, what to look for, and how to convey the message and actually what's occurred, as well as some basic safety.
Right.
What do you hear from the people that do this and why they're so willing? Because some people don't want to go anywhere when there's a storm, but these are people that are going out, and sometimes, you know, there are dangerous, you know, situations.
Right.
Why do people do it?
When most people should be heading to their basements, these people are going out in the field to do assessments for us. And but that's part of the training because they recognize the danger, the storm trends. They realize I'm not going into that area, but I can go to a safer area and give my report.
Right.
Overall, keeping the majority of people safer.
Right, and also a lot of the storm spotters, our damage assessment teams are gleaned from the storm spotters. After the storm tears through our jurisdiction, we quadrant by quadrant go through the county and do damage assessments. And again, these are the people that assist our Equalization Bureau in doing that.
Very important, and right on the scene immediately after something happens to even assess for things like we've had an injury here, we need to get 911 called to get the paramedics on site. So Brian, it's a collaboration. I've attended many years. Matt Kirkwood and Bill Steffen will both be there next week, but it is a collaboration. It's the Sheriff's Department, it's emergency management officials, the National Weather Service conducting this really high-level training, which is so interesting.
The National Weather Service is the group that puts on the training. The group that I'm involved with Skywarn, organizes and coordinates the event. There will be also 22 other trainings throughout the area that Grand Rapids Weather Service services. So if you can't make it to Kent County's training next Thursday, you can find it on the Grand Rapids Weather Service site of where there are these other trainings, and that they go, one starts on this Saturday and they go all the way through April.
They go county by county too, and we have that complete list. And Storm Teammate's actually going to be at almost every single one of them with our weather information.
So
as
important.
well.
I know so much when we have a storm, everything stops here, severe weather, and our meteorologists really rely on those people that really know what to look for too, because it's hard for us to get everywhere during a storm. And so thanks for coming in here and talking about this.
Absolutely. We'll be prepared for the season to come.
Sure will. Stay with us. We'll be right back.